Hi Special Agents, Mrs G back again with some reading practice for the Special Agent tasks in May. This is a mixed practice now, trying a few different question types. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to read everything on the page and then we'll have a go at the questions as well. The warmest part of the island is on the south coast, and that is where most Greenlanders live. However, it is still a very hard place to live because of the cold. Question 3. What are the people who live in Greenland called? Okay, so I'm going to look for the word live. I'm going to find it and underline it. There it is. Okay, the warmest part of the island is on the south coast, and that is where most Greenlanders live. So the people who live on the island are called Greenlanders. And we would just put the answer there. Well done. Eric the Red. Over the years, different groups of people have tried to live in Greenland, but most found it too difficult. One man who did live there, and one of the most famous Greenlanders, was Eric the Red. Eric's name might have come from the colour of his hair and beard, or possibly because of his bad temper. Number 6. Give one reason why Eric was known as Eric the Red. So why is he called Eric the Red? Need to go and find where it mentions Eric the Red. Scan and skim for Eric the Red. When we find it, underline it. Okay. And one of the most famous Greenlanders was Eric the Red. That doesn't tell me anything. I'm going to keep reading and underlining. Eric's name might have come from the colour of his hair and beard. Okay. I'm going to write that. He had red hair. One reason why he might have been called Eric the Red is because he had red hair. You could have also had his beard was red, or he had a bad temper. Okay. About 1,000 years ago, Eric was sent away from his home in Iceland. He sailed away from this small ice-covered island to a great big ice-covered island. This island had no name yet and no one lived there, so Eric made it his home. Question 8. Why did Greenland not have a name until Eric arrived? Tick 1. It was covered with ice. No one lived there. It was 1,000 years ago, or it was so big. So we just need to tick one answer. Let's go and have a look where it mentions no name. There. Okay, so it did not have a name. So there's the word name. This island had no name yet and no one lived there. So why did Greenland not have a name until Eric arrived? No one lived there. Okay, well done if you knew that was the answer. The old stories of Iceland say that Eric became bored and lonely and wanted to persuade other people to come and live on this freezing cold island with him. Eric had an idea. He called the island Greenland and pretended that it was lovely, warm and green. His trick worked. When the people from Iceland heard about this perfect place called Greenland, many of them wanted to join Eric. About 300 of them packed up their belongings and set off to join him. Question 9. Why did Eric want people to join him in Greenland? Tick 1. He was freezing. It was warm and green. It was the perfect place. He was bored and lonely. Now what you could do here is scan and skim and see if you can find any of these answers in the text. Okay, so let's do some scanning and skimming. So he wanted people to join him. I've spotted bored and lonely. Now if I read that whole sentence back and it mentions getting other people to live with him, that is the right answer. It's always a good idea to check. The old stories of Iceland say that Eric became bored and lonely and wanted to persuade other people to come and live with him. There you go, he wanted people to join him because he was bored and lonely. So he would just tick bored and lonely. Well done. Ants are insects that you can often see in a garden, in a park or just on the pavement. They usually live underground. Practice question A. What kind of animal is an ant? So this is what kind of animal. So ants are insects. What kind of animal is an ant? Ants are insects. Well done. Ants underground. Who lives inside? Inside the nest lives a big queen ant. Most of the ants who live in the nest are busy worker ants. Queen ant. The queen ant spends all her time laying eggs. Question 1. Which word in the text describes what worker ants are like? Tick 1. Sleepy, busy, noisy or fast. So we're looking for the worker ants. Let's go and find and underline where it says worker ants. There we go. Most of the ants who live in the nest are busy worker ants. Which one are we going to tick? Which adjective describes the worker ants? Yes, that's right, busy. Well done. Fantastic. Worker ants and grubs. Worker ants are always busy. They like to keep their nest clean and tidy. Some feed and clean the queen. Others take her eggs to a special room where they hatch into grubs. Question 4. Give 2 jobs that the worker ants do. And look how we've got to put 1 job on line 1 and 1 job on line 2. So we'll definitely know, special agents, that we have to write on both lines and that we will make sure we write 2 different answers. What jobs do they do? Okay, so what do? They like to keep their nest clean and tidy. Some feed the queen, some clean the queen, others take her eggs to a special room. Okay, so I'm going to pick the first 2 that I find. So some feed the queen, some clean the queen. Okay, well done. Monster and Frog at sea. One hot sunny day, Monster and Frog went to the seaside. Monster lay on the sand, sunbathing, but Frog was bored and restless. If we had a boat, said Frog, we could sail away to sea and have an adventure. We could be explorers. Frog was always looking for adventure. Monster wasn't. Practice question C. What kind of day was it? Tick 1. Cloudy, cold, sunny or wet? What kind of day? Let's go and scan and skim for the word day. There it is. One hot, sunny day. Now there's 2 adjectives there, but we might not have both on the question type. Hot, sunny day. So we've not got hot, we have got sunny, haven't we? There we go. We will tick sunny. Well done. Where are we going? Monster asked nervously. To the island, said Frog, pointing towards a tiny spot on the horizon. It's a long way, said Monster. I don't think I like boats. Monster was beginning to feel seasick. Question 9. Find and copy 1 word which tells you that Monster was not feeling well in the boat. So find and copy 1 word. And copy means you have to spell it like it's spelled in the story, okay? So we need to find out how Monster was feeling. So is there a word that tells us how he feels? Well, there's the word feel. Monster was beginning to feel seasick. How was he feeling? 1 word. That's it, seasick. And then you have to spell seasick and just put the word. If you write the sentence, he was feeling seasick, you won't get the mark. This is find and copy the word, okay? Well done. Well done, special agents. Leave me a like if you'll be tuning in next time. Don't share these tips with anyone else. Bye for now.